kiss.
Buongiorno, ciao, mwah. Welcome to Crumpets and Tea. Woo! Timeless is here, fans.
Woo!
Woo!
Timeless.
Woo! Okay, let's get this show on the road. Woohoo! Okay, let's talk about all the tea. All the tea? Does that make sense? We're gonna spill all the tea. Okay, here we are. What do we want to talk about? Okay, first things first. Okay, once again, let's go back to the nightlife because the nightlife here is literally insane in a positive way. Okay, so one thing we figured out or we realized is that people here cater to the American students. For example, last night we were waiting in line in Babylon, just minding our own business, living our best life in the rain, the piove. And then the bouncer guy comes out and he screams, "Are there any American students?" And then we're like, "Me, of course." I'm like, "Me," because I was like, I don't want to stand here in the rain. It's raining and I'm getting wet. And I didn't bring a sweater because the hell never gets cold. And so there I am waiting, and then we run. Well, actually, I ran. I didn't even look back. I was like, leaving y'all. And then we go in. I made friends with the bouncer because that's the same bouncer that was there last weekend when I lost my phone. Oh, in case y'all didn't know, I lost my phone last weekend, on Saturday night. So barely got a phone yesterday during the day, Friday. So I literally went like 6 days without a phone. I was trying to see if I could do it, and it felt great. I was living the moment. That's the positive. Of course, you have to see the silver lining. Of course, I missed it. I wasn't in contact with the world. Couldn't record myself. Okay, but anyways, the point is here that. So then the bouncer and me were like becoming BFFs, and I was like, "Oh my god, hi!" And he was like, "Oh, you lost your phone last week," and I was like, "I know." I was like, "Don't worry, I got a new one literally today." And then he was like, "Oh, don't lose it," and I was like, "I know, I won't." So then I was like, so then this is the thing. Sexism is real. Of course, we all know this, but it's real because all these handsome looking guys just walking like flying by us. And the bouncer, my friend, is like letting them go by. And I'm like, "Excuse me, why are they going by? Like, we're standing here." And like, we got to go to the very front, but still, like, we were still, like, they were going to make us pay. So I was like, "Excuse me, why are they going?" So then he was like, "Oh," honestly, he didn't give me an answer, but I was like, "I want to get in for free as well." So then, of course, I was like, "We're getting in, we're getting in." So there I was, like, I don't even know what I did, honestly. But next thing you knew, we were getting in for free. And then, yeah, so that was it. There's 3 dance floors in Babylon. There's one that has a cage or like cages, multiple 2 cages. Do it. And then the other dance floor is like hip hop, R&B, and then like they mix it up sometimes. And then if you secretly know this, there's a dance floor upstairs where the gentleman's bathroom is, like where you put your like the coat check. And that one is, I don't know what that one is. That one seems like people are on something else in there. But it was super, super crowded last night, super packed. People were spilling their drinks on me. Oh, it's so annoying. Why do you spill your drinks on me? Then I have to take a shower. Okay, so then. So, like, fans, what do you think? What else?
Your shots, discovery.
Okay, so there's this place that gives the 3 shots, right? There's this place.
No, fine.
Oh, there's this place that does 5 shots for €3.
What?
Or what is it?
For 10.
Oh, it's 5 shots for €10. It's called Green Street Bar. Shout out to Green Street Bar. Thank you. Fell in love there last night. His name was Alec. If you're watching this, I'm totally kidding. I'm not in love with you after meeting you for 5 minutes. But he was really nice. So we went in there. We met up with our 2 friends, Savannah and Celia. Shout out. Oh my God, S squared, A squared, S squared. The squares are just coming together. Okay, so we meet up because it's like down the street right here. You just walk down. We walk in, no one there. People don't go out here early. We go in, there's no one there until finally like 11:30. People start showing up and it starts getting crowded. But at first it was just guys, just males. And we're like, oh, this is a real bar. That was my impression. I was like, oh, this is a real bar. It's only guys. But then I was
That's
like,
sexist.
yes, that's sexist. So then more people started showing up. Like a lot of people started showing up. When we were leaving, we were like, oh, let's just go to this place down this road. It's called Victoria. I'm sorry, my audience is tripping in love with me. Okay, so we go down the street to this place. We're walking out the door. Oh my God, hold on, let me start over. We walk in, we are there, and then we're like, what are we gonna get? And we see this little sign. It says 5 shots for 10 euros. 5. Cinque. So we're like, yes, let's do this. So we get the 5 shots for 10 euros. You know, we do a little salute. And then after that, the music was okay and like whatever. You know, it's like a pregame place that people go to here. So we're like, let's go. Like, we'll just go down the street to Victoria. So we went to, so we were leaving, but you know, somebody ran after us. It was like a Cinderella moment. Like I lost my shoe and somebody ran after me, but I didn't lose my shoe. I don't know. I just was walking out, minding my own business like this. And the girls were already in front of us because they saw like 2 other girls from the program. And out of nowhere, somebody touches me and I'm like, oh, don't touch me. And then, okay, I'm being dramatic. I didn't say that. I actually turned around. I was like, oh, hi. And then he was like, hey, where are you girls going? I was like, oh, we're going to La Victoria, or like the Victoria, because this place is like, it's not lit. And he was like, no, come inside, don't leave. And then I'm like, oh, honestly, I don't know what I said, but those enchanting moments, like, swept me off my feet. And then he was like, no, come inside. And I was like, I don't know. I was like, we're gonna go over there and then we might go to the club later to Babylon. And he's like, honestly, I have no idea what he said. The point is that then I was like, I'll only stay if you give us a shot. And then he's like, yeah, okay, I'll give you guys a shot. And I was like, okay. And then I don't know how this happened, but then he started teaching me how he dances, and he's from Puerto Rico, or like originally he's from Puerto Rico, but he moved to Florence. I was like, Puerto Rican? And then that's how it came up, because I was like, I love me some reggaeton. And then he was like, And then he asked me if I was, oh, I forgot what he asked me. I think he asked me if I was Puerto Rican or like something. And I was like, okay, I'm so embarrassed to say this. I'm so embarrassed. Don't watch this if you don't want to see or hear what I have to say. But he said, oh, you can dance. And I was like, oh no, I'm not from Puerto Rico because my butt's too small. I know, I know, I know, I know. So then he looks down and he's like, it's perfect. I was like, okay, I told him. I realized, because then I realized like he's a stranger and I'm a stranger. So I was like, oh my God, don't look at my butt. And then he's like, oh, I had to make sure you weren't Puerto Rican. Honestly, I don't know why I say these things. I don't know why that happened. But the point is that then we hugged a little bit. We did like a side hug like this. And he was like, come inside, don't leave yet. Like, I'm gonna go to Babylon later tonight too, so we can like, let's pregame here and then we'll go to Babylon together. And I was like, I like the way that sounds. So then the girls were over there in front, like waiting for me, and I was like, no, come back, free shots. We walk back in. He's like, stand here, and I'm like, okay, so obedient. And he gives us our free shots, and that was it. We had to stay for a little bit at least, you know, and then it started getting so packed, like insanely packed. And we were just there and we were dancing a little bit. I was like, I have to dance because my boyfriend just gave me some free shots. And then, yeah, we ended up leaving. We went to Victoria. The 2 bartenders were 2 twins. And then the guy was so nice. I wanted to try Moscow Mule because I've been told that it's really good. Shout out to George who told me that it's really good. So I had to try it. It actually was strong, like I couldn't finish it, but I was sipping on it. And then he gave us corn nuts, peanuts, which was great. And then he asked us, oh, okay, they brought us water. And see, the thing is that water is not free in Italy. Like, oh my God, if you plan on coming to Italy, just know that water is not free. Agua non free. I don't know how to say free in Italian. Yeah, but it's not free. So right away they brought us waters with corn nuts and like chips, and we were like, "Oh, water's not free here." I literally was like, "I thought water wasn't free." Like in my head, I did that. I don't know if I did that in real life, but I was like, "Oh my god, water's not free." And then we get our drinks, and then he comes over and like I'm like dancing with him a little bit like this, and he's like, "Oh, don't do." What did he say? "Don't do that. I can't stop dancing" or something. I don't know what he said, but the point is that it was actually empty when we got here. Once again, no one goes early to the bars, so it was actually empty. But then as soon as we were there, like people started showing up, like they started playing fog or like started having fog in the sky and whatever in the sky in the room, and then um yeah, he comes over and he's like, "Oh, do you girls want more chips or nuts?" I'm like, "Oh, no, no chips, but more nuts." So he brings us more nuts. Still wondering if it's gonna be free. No idea. And then okay, so we're leaving, and I'm like, "Oh, bye, ciao, ciao," like grazie, grazie. And then he brings us some shots. What were they of? What were the shots of?
Um, rum and
Oh,
rum
rum.
and punch or something.
Rum and punch. It was strong because I was like, this was stronger than the ones my boyfriend gave me at the Green Street bar. FYI, he's not my boyfriend. I need to stop saying that. The stranger whose name is Alec, who's from Puerto Rico. FYI, we're also friends on Instagram. No big deal. Oh my god, I really hope he's not gonna watch this because I'd be so embarrassed. Okay, so then he gives us our free shots of rum and we walk out. We go with our umbrella. Well, actually, Savannah's umbrella. We walk over there to Babylon. We get there, and that's when that whole American students thing happened. That's when we got in for free. And then it was so packed. People were spilling drinks. It was so packed. I couldn't even get inside the cage. Not that I would ever. It was so packed, like insanely packed. People were everywhere. Okay, so after that, that was it. It was like a good night. During the week, what has happened? Um, Nothing much. I watched this movie, this film called Benvenito al Sud. It's like a person, like there's a stereotype that people in the South are very lazy and like related to the mafia or like all these stereotypes, like they steal and stuff. And so it was a film about that. Like this guy from the north moves to the south, and like it's just a stereotype. That was fun. What else did we do? Oh, we also tried Gusto Pizza. It's a very popular place that Guy Fieri has been to. It is good. Did you like it? Yeah, it's good. But we also tried Mr. Pizza, which one of the employees from Accent told us about to go try, so we tried that. And that one I actually liked a lot. Maybe just the pizza itself that I actually made a good decision. I chose something that I would like. I don't know, but I liked it. Um, what else did we do?
Sorry.
Hmm?
A test.
We had a test. It was really hard. I was really scared. Mm, we'll see how I did.
We went to the aperitivo place.
We went to an aperitivo place. What was it called? Um,
Uh,
I don't know what it was called, but it's over there near the Ponte Vecchio. It was good. It was good. It had a lot of healthy things to eat. I do want to say this. This is our second time we've been to an actual aperitivo where like you get a drink. You pay for a drink and you get a free buffet. The first time we went to Moyo. Is it Moyo or Moya? Moyo. Moyo. We went to Moyo. And the second time we went to that place near Ponte Vecchio. I like them. I like aperitivos because I feel like, oh my god, you just have so much food. You can't stop eating. Um, okay, okay. Update on spritz. The first time that we were here, we did go get a spritz, and we got it on that side of the Ponte, like near Santo Spiritu. Okay, we got a spritz yesterday at Mr. Pizza. We wanted to give it a second chance because remember I told y'all maybe it was just the place, maybe it just wasn't like the time to have a spritz. I don't know. So I wanted to give it a second chance because second chances are sometimes important. So we gave it a second chance. Yesterday we went to Mr. Pizza and we got a spritz. Definitely don't like it. I'm sorry, it's just not my thing, and it actually tastes a lot like liquor. So if you like alcohol, like go for it. You'll probably love it. I just can't do it. But everyone's drinking them like around 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Like it's the thing to do. I just can't. Okay, so spritz, sorry, didn't make it to my life. Um, oh my God, let me tell you all a story. So we went on this little food tour, or not food tour, it's like a little tour. So previously mentioned, we had gone to El Central Market. Is it El Central Market or Market Central? El Mercato Central, sorry. We had previously gone there. Our German professor, well, he's not he doesn't teach us German, but he's from Germany. So I just call him my German professor. He's really great. I love him so much. I feel like I learned so much in his class every single time. Okay, so he took us on this tour and basically showed us this restaurant. And he's like, oh, guess what president ate here? You know, like, it's a president after World War II. And he signed the what? The treaty. What did he do?
Treaty of Versailles.
The Treaty of Versailles. And he says, guess what president is? Me! Speaking without thinking. Once again, I should think before I speak. I was like, George Washington! Okay, this was before when no one knew who, no one knew each other really. Like, I didn't know people, like, it's like the first week of the program, you know, second week or whatever. I'm like, George Washington! And then I realized that I was wrong, and I was like, oh my God, I hope no one heard me. I hope no one saw me. And I'm like walking away really fast. But he also said, Madonna also ate here. That got me. As soon as he said Madonna, I was like, I need to come here. So we went, we tried it. Okay, we went because he told us, like, okay, like, this is a really good restaurant. Like, people have been here, like, famous people, you know? So we're like, oh, we have to go. So we're walking around looking for it. And I'm like, I know it's around here somewhere. Okay, we finally find it. And the chef is outside and, like, the server telling us to go in. And I'm like, okay, you know, seems great. The server was so cute. Oh, my God. That was my boyfriend for that day. We even took a picture together. Okay, so sweet. His name, can't remember it, but the chef kept calling him Louis, Louis, Louis. I thought Louis was his name. No, here, like, it's like tú, yo, or no, wait, yo, tú, Louis, lay. Louis means a guy, means him, like, you know, him. Lay means her. He kept calling him Louis because that's like, he was referring to him, like him. And I was over here thinking Louis was his name. Oh my God. I know, I was so embarrassed because I was like, no, I was like, no, that's his name, Louis. But it was not his name. It's just Louis, like him, that guy. El ragazzo. Okay, so he's really nice to us. I wanted lasagna so bad, and then at some point he was like, F-U-C-K or lasagna, like, this is so much better. And I was like, dang, I wonder if lasagna is not from here. Okay, so whatever, I got this pasta. It was good. Okay, so then Amanda she gets the special where it comes with, like, pasta, and then you get the meat, right? Because it's two separate entities. It's not combined like in America, in the States. Okay, so she gets her meat, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what that is, because I try not, like, I eat, but I'm like, what is that? Okay, so we call my boyfriend over. I'm like, hey, come here, because I already knew. I had asked him como te llamas, dove se, like, I'd asked him all the basic questions I learned in class, and he was originally from Milan, but he moved here to Florence. He's been here for like 5-6 months. He goes out with his friends a lot. He told us, he's the one that said, like, you have to go to Yab and Space and Babylon and all these places like Bamboo. And I was like, okay. But are you going to be there? Okay, so anyways. So he doesn't have a girlfriend either. And so we're like, hey, what meat is this? And he comes over and he can't tell us the meat because he doesn't know the name of it. And he's like, it's like a chicken. There I am thinking like, rooster. And I'm like, a rooster. I love charades. I was like getting really excited, like, a rooster. No. Then he goes like this, Amanda, can you please demonstrate?
No.
Okay, I'll do it for you, but can you tell us? He started going like, he starts going like this, and I'm just like this, trying to guess what animal that is. Like,
you yelled rooster like 30 times.
I yelled
in
rooster
a span of like 1 minute.
I really was convinced that it was a rooster, because what else is like a chicken? A rooster. I wouldn't think a turkey, because like a turkey is like gobble gobble. You know, like, it's, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But the point is that it was the funniest thing in the world, and I was just talking about him the whole night, like, oh my God, he was so handsome, look at him, he's so cute. And Amanda's like, what was so cute about him? I'm like, he was funny, he knows how to play charades, like, he was trying to like imitate a turkey. Okay, so anyways, the point is that then we go back to class, And I tell my German professor, oh my God, professore, we went to that restaurant that Madonna went to in Woodrow Wilson. That was the president. And he's like, oh, really? Did you see something of Woodrow Wilson? I was like, no, but I didn't, like, I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy admiring my boyfriend and the food. And then he was like, oh, no, there's something. And Amanda's like, I knew that wasn't the restaurant. And I'm like, no, that was the restaurant. Oh, FYI, the chef gave us champagne. We were drinking champagne with the chef. And you don't find us outside being glamorous, laughing and talking in Italian. And every time I didn't understand, I'd be like, oh. But every time I did, I'd be like, I get it, I get it. And then he asked me if I had a boyfriend back in the States, and I was like, no. And then he was like, oh, you and Louis. And I was like, Louis cute, why not? Okay, the point is that was it. It turns out that was not the restaurant. But in my mind, I would still believe that's the restaurant. And I really, really desperately wanted to ask him, hey, did Madonna come here? But you know what? Madonna still went there in my mind, in my heart. Okay, what else? We went to Pisa, we went to Siena. You're obviously going to watch those videos right now. I have to say that I was heartbroken because the one video that I loved from Pisa that I recorded, thank you, Celia, for being my director that day. You are talented in that. That one video. Okay, that one video that she got of me dancing, doing a backflip, you know, like jumping up and down, chan it up, giving. Okay, let me give you all the facts of what I said in that specific video because I'm so sad that I lost that video in my phone. That's obviously lost somewhere far away in the universe. Okay, so Pisa actually is. Okay, well, Pisa, you know Pisa, the town. Okay, so there's a leaning tower that everybody goes to see every single day. You know, there's millions of tourists taking pictures in front of this leaning tower. But you know what that leaning tower is? It's just a bell tower. It's a bell tower that has 7 bells. And you know why 7? Because God created the earth in 7 days. I'm totally kidding. That's not the reason why. The reason why there's 7 is because it'd be too heavy to have more in there. When does this Leaning Tower of Pisa ring, the bell tower? It only rings on the Lord's Day, on Sunday. It only rings on Sunday mornings. That's it. And it's all made of marble. And there's literally just what this town used to signify or like symbolize was the baptistries where you would get baptized, you know, into like the Lord's, I don't know actually. Okay, where you would get baptized, and then like there's a church where you go to pray and, you know, be in good peace. And then there was a hospital, which is no longer a hospital, but the building is still there, and that's where people would go when they were sick, you know, like sick. And then there's the cemetery, obviously. Like I walked on top of dead people because they're still there, and like there's this huge painting that's gorgeous, and it symbolizes like life and death, and like it basically illustrates a painting. It is a painting of like people dying and people going to heaven or going to hell. Like it has the devil, and like if it grabs you, you're damned, and if there's these angels, and if it grabs you, you're saved. And it's so, there was this really great piece where there was a nun and she was grasping a money bag, and like that was the point of like, yes, you can still be a nun, but like you're still greedy and you're still going to be damned regardless of the work you do for the Lord Jesus. Okay, so anyways, yeah, that painting was so beautiful. That was my favorite piece in that cemetery, and I was like, wow, like I almost fell in there as well. Like I was like, because it was wet. Okay, so anyways, that's the whole thing. Like there's these baptistry, church, hospital, and cemetery, these 4 places, and they all symbolize a cycle of life and death. Like it's supposed to remind you we're all here to live, but we're all here to die, and that's where people go to die, like the cemetery. So it's still there, and like it's so, you know, like those are the 4 places. So anyways, okay, thank you for watching Crumpets and Tea, and I will now transition over to the videos of Pisa and Luca. Any questions, comments? Oh my God, I almost forgot to tell y'all. It snowed. It snowed when, on Thursday? It snowed on Thursday. It was the best day of my life. And I know you've probably heard me say that, but this was truly, truly the best day of my life. Like, Snow in Florida. Okay, this was the theme. Let me illustrate this for y'all. We were in class taking our test, our midterm, our Italian midterm. There I was trying to think of Italian words to say because it, has all these questions. And I was like, oh, di dove sei or whatever. And then somebody in our class says there's snow. And I'm like, I couldn't hear because I can't hear. So I'm like, what? And then I was just minding my own business. And then I literally look up and there's really snow. Like you see these little trinkles of like white stuff falling. I was like, oh my God, there's snow. I wanted to cry. Like that's things that happen in a movie. Like where you're taking a test and like there's literally snow and you're like, snow day. So I literally wanted to cry. I was like, this is the most beautiful thing ever that could possibly happen. And just reminds you like you're going through this difficult time taking a test, but there's still so much beauty. Like so beautiful. So then as soon as we were done, we were able to go outside. It had stopped snowing, so I was a little disappointed because then it was just raining. But then like 10 minutes later, it started snowing. Like it was beautiful. I was out there making snowballs, having a snowball fight. I wanted to be a snow angel, but there wasn't enough snow. Like the snow here doesn't like stay on the ground. Like it's weird. They said that it was more like dry, but I don't know. Who needs Lake Tahoe when you have snow in Firenze? Okay, loves. Thank you for watching. Mwah. My loves, welcome to Crumpets and Tea. Here we are in Pisa. George, how do you feel being here?
It's cold, but the tower's kind of cool. It's cooler than I thought it would be.
Did you actually believe that it was leaning, or is this a shock to you?
No, I knew it was leaning.
Is this what you imagined, or is it way better?
No, it's better. I was expecting something kind of lame. But
This is so amazing.
I feel like this is cool.
Fun fact, to all my fans, this is the largest baptistry in all of Italy. All of Italy. Wow, look at it. This is the inside of the baptistry. This is where Galileo was baptized 3 days after he was born in 1564. We are now in the upper part of the baptistry. Just climbed up like 72 stairs, so I'm a little out of breath. This is what it looks like. Oh my God, I'm out of breath. That is the church that's dedicated to the Virgin Mary. I'll get closer, but that's all of it is dedicated to her. Okay, so we are inside the cathedral. This is all 24 karat gold on the ceiling. For those of you that have always dreamt of coming here to Pisa to see the cathedral or any of its beauties, here it is. Here it is, all for you. That's my favorite part. For those of you that have always dreamt of coming here to Pisa to see the cathedral or any of its beauties, here it is. Here it is, all for you. Welcome to Crumpets and Tea. Here we are, snow day. This is the best day of my life. Look.